I am going to explain the sources organizer assignment. So this assignment is essentially an assessment of what we've learned so far. So far we have learned how to sift sources. So how do we decide what's good, what's bad, what's reliable, what's not? How to generate keywords for a research question, how to combine those keywords with Boolean operators, and then we found lots of ways to limit and create our search. So we learned nesting, we learned phrase searching, we learned truncation, wildcards, subject searching, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. But anyway, you'll learn lots of things. So what I want you to do in this assignment is use the search strategies that we learned in class, search both the web and library databases for information that will answer your research question. So you're looking for information that's going to answer that research question. You're going to fill in the column, each column for 7 different sources, so they're numbered here, that'll help answer your research question. And each response, so each response in each box must be unique. That means you cannot copy and paste what you did here and put it here. Maybe you did the same search. I want you to change it some way because I want you to be practicing those search strategies and I want you to be thinking about how to narrow and broaden your search. One of the standards that we're meeting in this unit is that you can narrow and broaden your search as needed. So you're going to do at least 3 web-based sources and 3 from library databases, and the 7th is your choice, whichever you want to do. So I'm just going to do a really quick example on the database to show you how this would work. So I've actually already got it filled in, but I want to show you what it's going to look like. So the first thing is I did a permalink to my source, to the database. I put 3 slides about permalinks, or 3 different things about permalinks in the Nearpod that you did because it's so important that you do a permalink, a persistent link to a source so that you can get back to it. So I will go to my article really quickly just to open it up and show you that my permalink worked. First thing I'm going to do, though, is go to my search engine. So first, did you do a web or Google search or a library database search, and then which database? So I responded library database, and I used Explora. So as a reminder, to get to our library databases, we're going to go to the Northern home page. And then Media Center's right here, easy peasy. And then here we have library databases. Also, if you scroll down to our little bookshelves, library databases is here. Great. I recommend starting with general databases. Explora is going to be a good place to start. You do not have to use more than 1 database. You can do all of your searching in Explora if you would like. So I'm going to go to Explora. Our password for the databases has not changed since last year. The password is wiseowl19. I did not have to put a password in because I'm at school, but if you are at home, it'll be lowercase WISEOWL and the number 19. All right, so in my document, I wrote that I use advanced search and I typed democracy or republic in the first box, parliament or legislature in the second box, and women in the third box. I filtered by date and I selected magazines for source type. So I'm going to recreate that search. I want you to type in the box, something like that. So I could, if I wanted to, recreate your search. So I'm going to go to advanced search and legislature or parliament and women. Now, I could use a wildcard here. So I'm going to do my hashtag women, and that'll search for WOMAN or WOMEN. And it gave me a recommendation to do women or female, which makes a lot of sense to me. And I could do women or female asterisks because I could do female or females. Okay, so I changed my search a little bit. That's okay. I just wanted to show you how you could do your wildcard and truncation So I'm going to click search. And then I said in my instructions that I limited by date from 2000, not 200, to 2020. That changes my search. And I selected magazines as my source type. And what was the name of my article? Women are still a rare part of world's parliaments. There it is. There's my article. So that's what I want you to do. If I was rewriting this, what I might say is I did women or female truncation. In the third box, I filtered by date from 2020 and I selected magazines for source type. So that's what you do there. Then I'm going to select my article. Then I go over here. There's my permalink, and I can Control C or Command C to copy that. And I'm going to paste that right there. Now I'm going to sift it. So first, I got it. It's a news magazine article and it's from a database. So based on that, I know it's been reviewed. But just to be sure, I'm going to do just add Wikipedia to the title of the publication. So it's easy to do that. So here is my title. You see it's a source. That's my publication. So what I'm going to do is highlight, copy. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to paste that and then say U.S. News and World Report, Wikipedia. It's founded in 1933, transitioned to primarily web-based, still publishes its rankings, covers politics, education, general public. So it looks pretty good, 72 years. I don't see anything jumping out at me. Uses what sounds good. And then let me just look at this author, Sinitio Radu. Let's do a little paste. Let's just search for her real quick and see what comes up. All right, she is a writer at U.S. News and World Report. Looks like she used to work there, doesn't work there anymore, but you know, she looks like she was a writer. Let's see what we can find out. Communications director. Looks like this is her new job. Fulbright scholarship recipient, master's degree, journalism. All right, journalistic expertise, it sounds like. Cool. So that's what I wrote. It took me like 2 seconds to do that, you guys. I got the article from News Magazine, which means it was reviewed, just to be sure. I did just add Wikipedia for the publication author. Publication shall respected, and the author has journalistic and writer expertise. Perfect. Now, how does the source help answer your research question? Explain how the information in the source helps answer the question. This article, so I have a research question that's something like, you know, how can gender disparity be improved in government? And this article shows that there is still a lot of room for improvement for women's participation in modern democracies. It has statistics about female representation in the US Senate and other countries. There we go. That helps me answer my research question. So that's what I want you to do. I want it to be unique for each source with the answer to each of these questions, unique for each box, and you're going to have 7 sources. And that's what you're doing. I just want you to see that you are using the tools we learned in class, and I want to see that you can narrow and broaden your search and that you can answer your research question through research. Those are our goals.